Hi, I just wanted to do this video to encourage someone. And this video might be for some and then it might not be for others. But for those who come across this video, I pray that this will encourage you on today. So I wanted to first I want to give thanks to my Father, the Most High God. I want to give him all the praise, glory, and honor. And I want to make sure I always add him into everything that I do. And I welcome his presence into this video. So I wanted to be transparent with some people and to encourage some, because that's the only way we can get to people, if we be transparent with them and let them know of the things that we went through in our life. I mean, you don't have to tell all your business, but something, because what we go through, the pain that we go through, is not for us, it's for others. So my experience is a testimony. My experience is to help others. So for the past 2 years, well, 2 years ago, I went through a very traumatic experience in my life, and um, it was the worst pain that I've ever experienced. But you know what? What the devil meant for evil, God turned it around for your good. And the reason why I say that is because the pain that I went through, it helped me to become a better person. It helped me to know how I do not want to be. I don't want to be like the pain that the person caused me. I don't want to ever want someone to feel that pain. So that's why the evil that was done to me, I want to make sure that I don't do it to someone else, because I don't have an evil side of me, and I would never want anyone to experience that type of pain or trauma or emotional abuse. So that scripture is perfect. I'm going to pull up the scripture so you can see it. This is the scripture that I'm talking about, that a lot of people like to quote, and I've quoted in my life, but after going through what I've gone through, this scripture really stands out to me. And the scripture is, "As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring out the present outcome, that many people would be kept alive, as they are this day." So the evil that was shown towards me, the evil that caused so much pain in me, the person who did the evil towards me 2 years ago meant it for evil. They meant it to try to break me down, and tear me down to nothing, to strip me of so much stuff. But, but God meant it for good, in order to bring out this present income, and this present outcome in my life, because that what I went through can help so many people, to keep them alive, because a lot of people will go through a traumatic experience, or go through domestic violence, or go through abuse, emotional abuse, that sometimes they get to the point where they want to kill themselves. I didn't experience, I came to a point, some part of my experience, but I never wanted to, think on the act that I was, because I was so down, and suicidal thoughts was trying to enter into my mind. But God said, no, that would never happen to me. But there's a lot of people who have thought of committing suicide, because they might have went through the same experience that you went through. And the experience that you went through, and if you sit on that, your testimony, I'm especially talking to people who are spiritual, people who know Christ, who have a relationship with Christ. This can help save someone, because this is what the scripture says in Genesis chapter 50, verse 20, that it can help save someone as they are this day. So my experience that I went through, it's helping people. I can't share it right now, the full details, but when God released me to, I will share my testimony. But this will help so many people. What was meant for evil, God turned it around for your good. just so you can help others. You got to listen to that and get the grasp of that. And in order for you to be healed of the evil or from your trauma or from dealing with a toxic person, and I pray that you're not still in this relationship or around. And this toxic person could be your husband, your wife, your family member, supervisor, or boss. But when you're going through it, it is hard. But I'm telling you, you can come out of it. God can bring you out of it. I've seen people being brought out of that situation. And I was speaking to my spiritual daughter. We had this conversation, and she was telling me that knowledge, the quote that people say, knowledge is power. But in order for that knowledge to be power, we have to apply it to our life in order for it to, we can be powerful. So, and I say that to say what I went through and the knowledge that I gained and the knowledge that God had imparted in me by isolating me for almost 2 years. So I gained so much knowledge of how this Jezebel spirit worked. So people call it a narcissist, how it works, how it operates. Now I can apply the knowledge which is helping others. So I'm applying that knowledge to help others. That's powerful if you haven't looked at it that way. In order for you to become powerful, you have to apply the knowledge. So now that I know how to apply this knowledge, it's by helping others. It's by going through a healing process. The healing process is not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But if I went through it, I researched on things, and the power is, it made me stronger in my walk with God. It made me draw closer to my Father. It made me read more. It made me fast. It made me pray more. It made me get up in the middle of the night. And even with my spiritual daughter, we both would get up in the middle of the night and pray. If I had a bad dream, I would pick up the phone and call. We would come together because we know that it's more powerful when it's more than one. So if the church can come together and pray together at the midnight witching hours, you know how powerful we can be? That's the knowledge right there. Getting up and praying at the midnight hour. That's knowledge. And then activating that knowledge to get the power is to get up and pray. Keep your focus on the Most High. Keep your focus on Him. Consult Him for everything. Go to Him. Sometimes it's good to have a prophetic word, but our Father wants us to come to Him and ask Him to give us this knowledge, how to fight these witches, how to fight these demons, how to fight these people that's in our life that is causing us that can cause us so much pain. But we also have to look at ourselves as well as to why we choose to pick people like this, why we choose to allow them to inflict this pain. Once we get through that hurdle, you will have power. You can get your power back. I got my power back because I'm living in peace. I didn't think I could get this far, but I did. Listen to this. I have peace in my home. You can do the same. If my Father did it for me, He can do it for you. But you got to put the work in. You got to pray, fast, do whatever it is to heal. Don't move on to another relationship. Forget about that person who lied on you, cheated on you, who manipulated you, who lied about your name, did a smear campaign. Don't look at them, because everybody reap what they sow, including me. Whether you do bad or good, you will reap what you sow. Use that knowledge to give you power. Power from the Most High God. God bless you.